My name is Barbara Bannerman, and I've been teaching here at La Salle for a few years, and it's my honor and privilege to be able to lead you today in a class that I enjoy. They're always different. This one is also just kind of a basic. We'll do the basic poses and some breathing. The breathing is so great to connect us to a more calm, meditative state. So again, I hope you enjoy. So let's begin now. Take a nice, comfortable seat, whatever it is for you. Maybe using the wall behind you if you need. And then just the calming breath. We count in. It's just a regular breath, not the Ujjayi breath. If you know the Ujjayi breath, great, use it. If not, inhaling a count of 3. Exhaling a count of 4. Inhaling a count of 4. Exhaling a count of 5. Inhaling a count of 5. Exhaling a count of 6. Inhaling a count of 6. Exhaling a count of 7. Starting to feel the calm and relaxation. Inhaling a count of 7. Exhaling a count of 8. And then just coming into your normal breath. If you know the Ujjayi breath, that sounding breath that you might hear on the tape, that's great. You don't need any special props for yoga at home, which is what you're going to be doing for a while. Sangha is nice, that group of people together, but right now we're able to do this through the video. The bells are nice, the bells to remind you about the meditation. But again, you don't need bells, they're nice. You don't need music, it's nice. You do need flowers and beautiful things to think about and to meditate on. Yoga props. This is a yoga block. You can use that for places that you can't reach with your arms are stretched to. On hard surfaces, yes, these are very nice. They come in very handy. Also, the strap is for places you can't reach with your hands. So these are just yoga props. If you don't have a block, you can use books or whatever you can find at home and improvise. If it hurts, remember it isn't yoga. If it hurts, like you're slamming your finger in the door. If it's just a stretch, fine, that's what we're doing. So let's come on down onto our backs, and as you come down onto your back, pull the knees in, give yourself a nice hug, rock from side to side, and then let that left foot slide to the front. We're flointing here, so you point, you flex, and then you spread the toes. Interlace your fingers over or behind that right knee and gently rock. And then as you pull that in, notice that your finger bone comes closer to your ribs on the right side, to the floor on the left. Give that stretch. We stretch for about 30 seconds, 3 deep breaths, or slow count of 10. And then we're going to add a little core work here. So take a deep breath in. Exhale out through the fingertips. Inhale, roll back. We're sending that energy out, positive energy out through the fingers. Inhale, roll back. Exhale. Good. Pulling both in, snuggle. Get that nice big hug. We need to hug ourselves. And then stretch out with the right foot. Toes are pointed, flexed, and then spread. And then the left femur bone down towards the floor. And that right femur bone down toward the floor. Coming closer to the ribs, maybe taking it to the outside so you don't run into that floating rib. And then deep inhale in, exhale out through the fingertips. 3 of those. Inhale. Exhale. One more in. Last one. Out. Bring both in, snuggle. Big hug. Again, give yourself that hug. It's nice. And then with the feet flat on the floor, we're going to push that femur bone on both sides away. So use the palms of your hands, push into the femur bone, This elongates the spine. Oh yeah, you can stretch it out, fluffing out the discs between each one of those bones. It should feel good. Remember, you practice. It should feel delicious. And then take your right ankle on your left knee. This is called threading the needle. It gets into your hips. So we've got a triangle here. Dive through the triangle with your right hand. Interlace your fingers over or behind the left knee. And then see if you can get those toes to come to the floor. Ooh, good trapezius, shoulder stretch. And then shrug your shoulders back down, pulling the left knee in. Oh yeah, nudge the right knee away. This is isometric. So while you're doing that, again, notice the energy in the toes. Keep it positive, keep it strong. Right side of the body, masculine side. Water the seeds of those emotions that you want to grow. Logic. Straight to the point. Linear thought. And then nose to knee as close as you can get. And remember, my yoga is going to be a little different than yours. I've been doing this for a few years. And then left ankle on the right knee. Gently rock. And if you're just starting yoga, just keep doing it. It gets easier and more delicious. Got the triangle, dive through, interlace your fingers. Oh yeah, toes towards the floor. Shrug your shoulders back down. And as you're doing that, again, feel the energy moving through the body. Keep breathing. Deep inhale. But that deeper exhale gets rid of the toxins at the bottom of each breath. And then always a little wobble. See if you can move into the conscious immobility. That's where the holy instant comes in. Lovely stuff. And then the nose to the knee. Snuggle up as close as you can get. And then release. Take both feet up in the air. This is a nice hamstring stretch. The hamstrings start at the back of the knees and they go all the way down to the sits bones. Now with the legs as straight as you can get. If you can grab onto the toes, fine. If you can't, we're going to use one of those props, and that's the belt. So you can take the belt, and you can use, an old tie, or you can use an old belt that you got at home. Be creative, and then pull that down. So as you're pulling it down, you're getting that stretch again, but it's a safe stretch. Your sacrum's on the floor, and you're breathing. Relax your shoulders down and down. Keep breathing. Remember, a half a minute is what we want. And if you don't have a clock, you can use your phone that has a timer on it. Or the stove has a timer on it. All sorts of things that you can come up with at home. But remember, you just want to do your practice. Meditation daily, oh yeah. And at least 3 times a week for the yoga. And it helps the body and the mind. So guaranteed, better body, mind, and spirit. Good, let's do one leg. Take that, keep the right foot over your head, come up on the left toes, and take that right foot as far as you can. Slide the left foot forward, flaunting still, pointing and flexing. It gets the energy going. And then see if maybe you can get nose to knee again. Remember, just what you can do is great. Each day you come to yoga, it's a different body. We're going for side 2, so come up on the right toes, stretch, floint, breathe. Yeah, good breath, keep breathing. It's such an important part of the life force. And yoga helps us to remember that. Nose to knee, and then release. Get rid of the strap. And then once you get rid of the strap, abdominal work, great to support the low back. So pull the knees in. We do this for 1 minute. I'm checking to see when that minute starts. We're interlacing our fingers behind the head, and then this is called slow bicycling, different than what we used to do. So here we are. Deep inhale, extend your right foot out, take your right elbow to your left knee, exhale. Inhale back, that was 1. Exhale, 2. Inhale back. We're going to do no more than 20. 3. Inhale back. 4. Keep going. Inhale back. 5. Inhale back. 6. Inhale back. 7. Keep going. Inhale back. 8. Inhale back. Remember, you can quit whenever you want, but come back and join us. 10, inhale back, and 11, how's the time? Good. 12, keep going. 13, 14, we're getting there. 15, inhale. 16, 17, almost there. 18, 19, perfect. 20, good. Rock and roll up and down the spine. Oh yeah, this floor is pretty hard, so hopefully your floor is a little softer. And this is still good core work, so just rock and roll as much as you can. And then Sukhasana, the simple cross-legged. So as you're in simple cross-legged, just be relaxed and then see if you can come up with the right hand. There's a knob up there you're reaching for. Yeah, you're going to turn it to normal. So just stretch it out and then take the right hand behind, pushing down into the floor. Bank off of your right knee and look over your right shoulder. Keep breathing. Maybe seeing something beautiful back there. Look for it. Identify with it. Be with it. And then release, coming back to center, side 2, up the left hand. Again, change that knob to normal. Just stretch it up. And then the left hand behind, bank off of that left knee. Inhale, length. And exhale. Maybe you can see a little bit more over that right shoulder. A lot more inside with your eyes closed. Especially if you don't have to balance. You can really get deeply into your body with your eyes closed. A little bit more challenging on the balancing poses. And then release. We're going to come into all fours. So with your hands on the floor, spread the webbing. And then come up on the knees. And as you come up on the knees, arms stay straight. This is table pose. All right, we're doing tabletop here. That's that flat back, as flat as you can get it. We want to keep it flat. We're moving into pointer dog, right foot behind, stretch it out. And then peek underneath there, see if you can see the toes and inner spiral them slightly. That keeps your hips level. And then taking the left hand out, stretch it out, and breathe. So you want to have that straight line from the crown of the head out through the heel. Keep breathing. Stay with it. You can tell me if my foot's up high enough or not. I am always perfect in my own mind, but it's good to have a mirror to check too. And then take a deep breath in, exhale, elbow, knee, inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow, knee, inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow, knee, and then see if you can find that foot maybe and get, oh, nice quadricep stretch. Barrel roll over to the side, up to the top. Over to the other side, down, round and round. So as you're getting into that round and round motion, shoulders, hips, keep your arms straight. Side 2, left foot out, peek at the toes, inner spiral, check to see your hips are level, and then take the right hand out. 3 to 5 deep breaths, 30 seconds. Oh, the wobbles and the bobbles, yeah. That's the body getting stronger, so it's a good thing. Keep breathing, belly back to the bone. One more nice deep breath and then exhale, elbow, knee, inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow, knee, 3 of those. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow, knee, inhale, extend. And then the quadricep stretch, if you can get it. Oh yeah. Barrel roll over to the side and around. If you go in the same way, change it out, go the other way. Want to balance things out. And then coming into the child's pose. Child's pose is an excellent pose. You take the heels and the buttocks together, push the floor away. It's a great place to rest whenever you need, maybe even making fist pillows and put your forehead on, taking the knees a little farther apart. Whenever your practice gets too intense, just come back to child's pose. Mother Earth takes over, takes care of us. And then we're going to move into an extended child's pose, so reach out as far as you can. Maybe taking your hands into the cupcake hands where you're up on the fingertips like spiders, or if you've got the block, you can take the block and come up on that. Let's get your ears right in between the upper arms. And straight lines in the arms, which is what you want. That's the perfect arm positions for downward facing dog, where we're going.
But first we want to get a nice little ankle and neck stretch. So the neck stretch, hands back by the ears and up onto the top of the head. Just round it out. Oh yeah. It's a nice stretch in the neck. And that's a good thing. Be gentle. The pituitary gland at the top of the head. And the pineal gland also getting a nice massage. And then come back. Ankles. Yeah. Good time to get a massage. Self-massage for your feet. Ayurvedic medicine says you want to have that self-massage daily, so do it often. And then curling your head in, round your way up to hero pose. Now if hero pose is heroic, you can use the block and sit on the block. So that way, oh yeah, it's a little easier. But now we're going to move into a slight back bend, so I have to move the block. To get into that, you take your hands back and see if you can maybe get those ankles stretched out by lifting the knees a little bit more. Nice back bend, opening the heart. And then we're going to move into this flow. The flow is basically preparation. It's not a chaturanga, but it's moving into the up dog so we can get into the down dog. So the way that we do this is we stretch out. Dive under the wave, inhale. Oh yeah, this is up dog. Knees are off of the floor, but you can keep the knees on the floor. And we're going to go into that toe stretch, tuck the toes under, ears come in between the upper arms, and then we're going to walk the dog, fluid dog. Get into both sides. And then another nice toe stretch, bend the right knee. Oh yeah, notice the toe stretches on that. Calf stretch on the left. Ears are in between the upper arms, and then reverse it. Getting the toe stretch on the left, calf stretch on the right. And then come up on both toes, curl your head in so you're actually doing cat and dog. And then push into the heels of the hands, and you come into, oh, cow and dog. And then bring the knees back to the floor, tuck the toes, and push back into that toe stretch. Breathe, deep inhale. Deeper exhale. Okay, are we ready to dive under the wave again? Yes, you can do the chaturanga if you know it here, or just dive under the wave in that up dog. Oh yeah, tops of the feet are on the floor, knees are off of the floor. Knees come back to the floor, push back to dog. Walking the dog back and forth. This time we're gonna, dogs have had so much fun with all of us off work or at home. They've had a lot of walks, so yeah, we're walking our dog right now. And then we're going to take it into the fire hydrant dog. So take your right foot up in the air, look underneath your right armpit, and bend the knee and fire hydrant dog. Keep breathing, bring back in, walk the dog again. Left foot up in the air, oh yeah, look underneath your left armpit. We'll be seeing some pretty, those roses are nice. And then bring it back down. Walking the dog, knees back to the floor, point the toes. Child's pose, wobble. Breathe. The wobble releases tension, good stuff. And we want to release as much tension throughout our practice as we can. And then this third dog. So dive under again, inhale, up dog, cobra. And then tuck the toes, down dog. Walking the dog back and forth. We're going to move the dog into a standing pose, Tadasana. Bend the knees, and as you bend the knees, that goes back, you're going to walk or hop the feet to the front of the mat, boom, and then pause, hold on to your ankles or your shins, whatever, and then pedal it out again, side to side. Bend one knee, sway to the other side, back and forth. And then pause here. Hold on to the elbows, forward fold, just kind of hang it out. Breathing in and breathing out. Getting ready for that. So this is Uttanasana. We're going to Uttanasana, the awkward chair. So as we come into the awkward chair, bend the knees, take the hands side the ears again, and sit down into that chair that isn't there for just a nanosecond or two. Stay with it. One more breath, bring her all the way up to Tadasana. Are we still in the frame? Stretch it up. Breathe, good. Awesome. And as you're doing this, it's like you're holding that box above your head. Relax your shoulders down the back. so that you're just relaxed in this. And then see if you can come up on your toes. And as you come up on your toes, you don't have to wear stilettos. Woo! Just a little bit of balance here. Keep breathing, stretching all the way up. Oh, see if you can stay there for a little bit longer than I can. And then bring the heels back down to the floor. We're going to go into the intercostal muscle stretch. So hold on to the right wrist, tip to the left. And as you tip to the left, notice that stretch in between each rib. Those are your intercostal muscles, which help you to breathe more deeply, and that's what we want right now. Nice deep breaths. Come back up to center, and then reverse it. Stay with the breath. Deep inhale, deeper exhale, just resting your head on the right bicep, a nice little pillow. And then full range of motion, stretch it out, 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 back to the heart. Anjali Mudra. Anjali Mudra is prayer pose. So here we are, ready for Ardha, which means half. Surya Namaskar. So inhale, take it up. Reaching up again as high as you can. Exhale, smooth out the backs of the legs. Halfway up, inhale. All the way down, exhale. Inhale, all the way up. Father Sky, and then exhale, back to Mother Earth. 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Looking for the children. Exhale all the way back down to Mother Earth, and then inhale up to Father Sky, back to your heart, honoring yourself. 1 more. You get all 3 sides. Inhale up. Exhale. Smooth out the backs of the legs. Halfway up. Inhale. All the way down. Exhale. Inhale all the way up and back to Pranam, Anjali Mudra. And as you're here, coming into Tadasana, that mountain pose, just relax, let the hands hang by the hips. Traditionally, it's done with the palms out, but then just relax. See what happens when you relax. That's what we want to do, let go of that tension. Roll the shoulders forward, exhale down the back 3 or 4 times. Inhale forward, exhale down the back. Give your feet kudos if they've behaved and they're parallel with the outsides of the mat. And then loose sleeves in a jacket. Oh, this is nice. Tap out any of that tension in the hips, the shoulders. Give yourself a pat on the back for being here and doing this. And then the anti-anxiety mudra, another one that's good. To get rid of anxiety, your hands are up at shoulder, your elbows are up at shoulder height, and just kind of change the knobs, get it back to normal. And then we're moving into the standing poses. So we're going to start with star. Wide stance, and that's at least leg length apart. So you want it to be at least leg length apart, point the toes in. And as you point the toes in, you get this inner spiral. The energy goes through the legs and comes out. You want that energy inside. And then the chakras are the 7 wheels that run up and down the spine. We're going to the 3rd chakra, and we're moving that belly around. Self-love, yeah, that's where it is. And then up to the 4th chakra, the heart center, the anahata, color green, like the leaves on all the trees. It's spring. Send that energy out. Let it just flow. Star pose. Star pose, yes, we're radiating that energy out like the rays of the sun, the biggest star in our universe. So we're just sending it out. Lots of love. And then again, the left hand on the hip, lift your right toe, spin, and then we're reaching out to triangle pose as far as we can. Check, make sure your heels are in the same line. You can use a block if you need it underneath that right hand, or you can push into the right leg, wherever it is. That's the 6 o'clock, and then the 12 o'clock comes up. Head position 1 is looking down. That's the easiest place to keep your balance. More challenging to the side. Up to the top. Hand is the most advanced. Take a deep breath in. You've held that for about 30 seconds, I hope. Inhale up. If you're using the block, take it. Spin, spin. Check your heels. They want to be in the same line. So important. Those just minor little things. And then again, place the block wherever you want it, if you want it. And then reach out with the left hand, knee, shin, ankle, and we push down, lift up with the right hand. And again, remember, more balance looking down, more challenging to the side, up to the top hand is the most exciting. Keep the breath going. That deep inhale, deeper exhale. One more breath. Come on back up to the top. Pause at the top, and then spin, spin. We're going to do warrior one. I want you to lean back into that back foot, bringing that left hip forward, the right hip back. Easy to do with the shoulders to get them squared forward, challenging to get the hips. And then with all of these warrior poses, make sure you don't hyperextend. The knee needs to be over the heel. And then we take it up to the heavens. And we breathe. If that's too intense, you can bring it back to your heart. Make it your practice. Keep breathing. Deep inhale, deeper exhale. One more breath. We're going to warrior two. Your hands come to the heart. Right hand forward, left hand back. And then focus, drishti vision point over those right fingers. Visualize who you're sending that to. Send that love out. See them smile, makes you smile. And then let's hold that platter. I like this, it's kind of cool. So you're holding that platter up in the air. Lots of strength to hold it. And it's full of good things, abundance. And then we're going to flow here. Inhale up. Exhale it out. This is 3 nice movements. Taking that sweater off if you're hot. And one more. Inhale up. Exhale that energy out. And then back into your heart center. Refilling the cup. Giving back to the giver. This is a nice little flow here. We're going to end that flow with the right angle. Right angle pose is the right elbow on that right knee. Roll the top shoulder up. Get the diagonal up. First get the straight up line. And then go for the diagonal line. From the fingertips out through that back heel. Hopefully I got it. Another nice deep breath. We're going to come all the way up again. Pause at the top. And then spin, spin. Okay, you got to get the hips straight. Shoulders easy. Get them going forward. And then the right hip forward, the left hip back. And then from here, hands to pranam, knee over the heel. Remember, you don't want to go in front. If you want to come down farther, you can take the back foot. Yeah, there it is. And then pray for balance and breath. Breathe. Deep inhale. Woo, deeper exhale. One more breath. The hands come to the heart. Left hand forward, right hand back. Warrior two. Sending that love out, the energy. Who's getting it? They're smiling. Makes you smile. And then flow. Inhale. Up. Oh boy. Exhale. Send it out. Pull that prana up from the earth and then send it out. One more. All through all 7 chakras. And send it. And then bring it back into your heart center. Breathe. Refilling the cup, giving back to the giver. So that you can give from that place of fullness. And then the forearm on the knee. Roll the top shoulder up. Take the top hand up. And get the diagonal line. Keep breathing. Deep inhale. Deeper exhale. Notice any mudras that come into your practice. Stay with it. One more nice deep breath. We're going to go into the low lunges now. So bring your hands down to the floor. And again, if you need that extra padding, it's nice to have this, or you can just flip your mat over. So again, underneath the right knee, left foot out in front. And this is called low lunge. So good for the hip flexors. I used to think it was a wimpy pose, but after we've warmed up with the standing poses, this is so great. You can also get into what they call lounge lunge by maybe letting that knee float out, coming rocking on the outside of that left little toe, and just being in the moment. Present moment, precious moment. Stay with the breath. Okay, I think we're ready for the second part of the low lunge. Second part of the low lunge is the back bend, so we come up, onto that right knee and then sink. Breathe. Keep breathing. As you straighten the arms, you move into this back bend. Maybe taking the hands up to that anti-anxiety mudra. Or this is called the prayer to Monkey God's mother, Hanumanu God, his mama. Yeah, pray for her. Keep the breath going. One more nice deep breath. Good, bring the hands back to the floor and then bring that left knee back. Ooh, yeah, pat it up. Take the right thigh forward. We're going to do the same thing, side 2. So side 2, we're just resting here. Low lunge. It's good to rest and stretch. Do that. Keep breathing. Maybe coming into the lounge lunge where you're just kind of hanging it out again. But if you're getting a good stretch here, just stay with that. Hip flexors. Let them stretch out. One more nice deep breath. Good. Coming into the back bend. Hands are on the knees. Sink down. Breathe. Deep inhale. Deeper exhale. Maybe taking the hands out to the side for the anti-anxiety. Up to the heavens. Monkey God's mama. Nice. Bring the hands back down to the floor. And then from here, what we want to do is we want to just kind of be in the moment. We've got a twist coming up. So we'll start with that twist on the right side by coming up on that left knee and then lifting up through your torso. Take the left hand forward and the right hand back. Again, see if you can square your shoulders along the line of that mat as much as possible. And then maybe taking that left elbow to the knee, making a fist if you're feeling angry. Like Mr. Rogers says, what do you do with a mad? You do yoga. You go for a run with your dogs. You let it go. Wrap it with love and breathe. You can also do the prayer here. That's a nice one. Stay with the breath. Good. You ready to see side 2? So again, move your padding over and then resting here. Coming up with the twist, side 2. So you come up first, up through the spine. So you're lifting up, at the same time you sink down. And then take that right hand forward, the left hand back. Square your shoulders with the left side of the mat. And then the twist, the elbow to the knee, wrap the fist or pray. And breathe. One more nice deep breath. Brings the hands to the floor. We're going to come into Malasana. That squat. It's a great one for the lower back. So here we are, just squatting down. And then praying is the first hand position. Whatever you want to pray for. Peace, love, calm. The feeling tone of infinity is calm. Look for that calm. And then maybe let it out. Okay, also if this is hard, you could sit on a block and get that same nice release if your heels don't come to the floor. And then let your hands hang out, just kind of relaxed. Turkish prayer, palms up. You're going to make your own mudra. Palms together, left hand down, and then whatever comes out. Yep, that's your own mudra. Hand gestures of power. And then we're going to do a little bit more floor work before we go to the wall. So the floor work again is where we where we take the soles of the feet together, and as you take the soles of the feet together, butterfly. This butterfly pose. It's a ballistic stretch which we don't often do in yoga, but here these adductors from the inside of the knee to the groin really need some nice stretching, so you're going to just butterfly gently. And then you're going to open the book. It's a new book, so the thumb's on the ball of the foot. Feet up, lift up through the crown of the head.
just kind of, oh, slowly. Ooh, I need a little bit more padding underneath my ankles. Modify whatever you need. And then bring it down. Your elbows are on the thighs, maybe the knees, maybe the shins, and just relax into it. Keep the breath moving through the body. There's a beautiful forward fold. 30 seconds. Stay with it. And then the counter pose for a forward fold is a back bend. So we're going to do a little bridge pose here. Feet are on the floor. Bring your heels and buttocks together. Come down to one elbow, the other elbow. Now we are doing the bridge. The bridge. Okay, you want to have your block handy if you've got it, or the books. You can put them between your knees, and that keeps your knees and thighs parallel, your shins parallel, your feet are going to be parallel. Wriggle up as close as you can get to your heels. And then come on up, pushing your feet down into the floor, lifts the pelvic girdle up, and the pubic bone goes up towards the heavens. Wriggle on one shoulder again, the other shoulder. Interlace your fingers underneath your buttocks if you can. Maybe even grabbing onto the ankles. And then stay. This is bridge pose. Level back bend, 30 seconds. And then if you are so inclined that you want to go into the wheel, even if not, this is a good wrist stretch. Take your fingers in the direction of the toes. And again, as you come up on the toes, just feel what you're feeling, maybe popping up into the bridge if you know, or into the wheel if you know it. If not, take the block underneath your hips, nice resting spot, come up as high as you can. Maybe, no, I think I'll stay at the second floor, not the third floor. So there we are, just relaxing on the block. Beautiful stretch from the pubic bone to the ribs, opening that area, maybe walking the feet out in front. Just cactus your arms out to the side, or maybe the goalposts, and just relax here for a few moments. Feeling the breath moving through the body. Remember, the relaxation is what we're looking for, letting go of that tension. Stay with the breath. And then we're going to go into the modified shoulder stand. Shoulder stand is another inversion, but this is a modification. You can also do feet up the wall. We'll do that in another version of the practice. But right now, just take your feet up, stretching up into it. This block is supporting your hips, so you don't even have to use your hands to lift your hips up. And this way, you've got 50% of your body weight above the heart center, which lowers the blood pressure. And it also, at the same time, brings that fluid, the oxygenated blood to the thyroid gland, little butterfly gland at the base of your throat. And that works all of the different, the endocrine system, works all of the different hormones, gets everything back flowing. Again, we talked about the lymph system. We want that lymph system to be moving. So again, this shoulder stand can be held for up to 3 to 5 minutes. If you got your feet up the wall, it's such a nice relaxation pose. And then again, you can do anything you want, maybe bicycle here, maybe wide angle, maybe wrapping one leg around the other. This is called Garuda Asana, eagle pose. And usually it's done standing, but you don't have to worry about your balance here, so you can wrap it real nice and tight. One side, maybe the other side. And again, just relax into the moment. And then when you're ready, bring the knees in toward the forehead. This is called Karnapidasana. And as you do that, you're going to come off of the block. You can move it to the side. Wrap your arms around the back of the legs, maybe crossing the ankles. Another big hug. Yeah, that self-hug. Whatever you got, just be with it. And then slowly roll back down. One bone at a time. Take the right foot to the right side of the mat, the left foot to the left side of the mat. And then windshield wipe, just side to side. Let the knees just float from side to side. And as you're doing that, you're massaging out your sacrum, your low back, which a lot of people complain, back pain. Great way to get rid of that.
And then drop your knees to the left. If you want more, you can take that left ankle on the right knee and just kind of relax here into this stretch. Keep breathing in and out. And remember, you want it to feel good. If it hurts, it isn't yoga. Just enjoy the stretch and then come back to center, side to side, sway. Drop the knees to the right, maybe taking that right ankle on your left. Again, just relaxing deeply here. Feel the breath moving towards the body. We're going towards that final relaxation pose, but before we do, a little lift and drop, lift and drop, lift and drop. This is like the Thai massage, that padding that you get in the Thai massage. So again, you're massaging out your low back. Right foot on the right side of the mat, left foot on the left side of the mat. And then pointing the toes in as you do that, it lets the knees just float towards the center line. Relaxing deeply here. Breathing in, breathing out. Again, your final relaxation pose, Shavasana, corpse pose. So you want to be moving into that conscious immobility where the holy instant is. And just relax deeply here. Again, if you've got a pillow, you can put it underneath the backs of your legs. If you're cold, this is the time to put on socks or maybe get a blanket, put it over you. That's nice too, or a jacket. And then slowly, if your low back has relaxed, let your feet slide to the front of the mat. And as that happens, just point the toes out, so this kind of fishtail the toes out, relaxing palms out. And then just wobble a little bit, yeah. Just relax into that wobble. And then eyes open, eyes closed, depending on which is most comfortable for you. We want to let go. And it doesn't matter where you start letting go, but I'm going to walk you through a guided relaxation. And my eyes on the clock, so I'll let you know when time is up. It's about 5 to 10 minutes, but again, just be with the moment. And we'll relax here, starting with the big toes, the little toes, and all the toes in between relaxed. Ankles and shins relaxed. Tops of the knees relaxed, backs of the knees relaxed. Strong muscles of the thighs relaxed. The quadriceps relaxed. Hamstrings relaxed. Low back sinking down into the floor, creating that beautiful bowl that holds the organs of digestion, reproduction, and elimination. Taking love to each one of those organs for all that they do for us without us even having to think about them. Low back ribs relaxing into the floor. Love to the lungs for every breath. Love to the heart for every beat. Feeling that warmth in the torso. Let it slide out to the fingertips. The energy in the prana and the fingertips pooling in the palms of the hands, becoming two pools of luminous liquid light energy. Let that energy slide up the arms, relaxing the elbows, relaxing the upper arms, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the back of the neck, relaxing the place where the head touches the floor. Every hair follicle on the scalp relaxed. Forehead relaxed. Eyebrows relaxed. Place in between the eyebrows, relax that sixth chakra, place of clairvoyance and intuition. The third eye, Ajna. Listen closely. Dare to do what you're prompted to do as you relax more deeply. Eyelids close over the eyes, velvet curtains. Eyes relax back into the scalp. Cheeks relaxed. Jaw relaxed. Nose relaxed. Feeling the breath moving through the body. Cool on the inhale. Warm on the exhale. The highs and lows that move through the body like the waves that move through the ocean. We learn to ride the waves. Relaxing deeply. Continue to relax into that conscious immobility. I have my eyes on the clock. I'll let you know. Let go. Surrender. Present moment. Precious moment. Staying for as long as you'd like. Whenever you're ready, just stretch out over your head, out through the toes, getting that nice length, like the first morning stretch, and then roll to your favorite side, whichever that is, bending the knees, coming into reclining Buddha. Bodhisattva's Om, reclining Buddha, relaxing deeply. Moving from horizontal to vertical, slowly spiral up. And then again in that simple cross-legged, a little meditative state here, we send our gratitude and goodwill out to all of our teachers. Our teachers' teachers and our teachers' teachers before them for sharing this practice with us.